So my fans are going, but hopefully you can still hear me. So I'm already ready for my first impressions of the Cult of Athena Balaur Arms 14th century longsword. And my impression is it's pretty good. So of course it's true. It does kind of not fit all the way into the scabbard the way it is. I may try to modify the scabbard a little bit to better fit the hilt. It looks like it wouldn't be that big of a deal, except I may have to pull the leather back to do it nicely. I did cut, of course I'm not going to show any video of that, and I found it to be magnificent with a plastic bottle. It was a really smooth cut, and I don't see what all the complaining was about, to be honest with you. People talk about how floppy the blade is, and it does kind of flop around a little bit, but I found it to be perfectly effective. Here I've got some of my other swords. I've got this katana here. It's a T10 katana. Maybe I'm saying it, I don't know what steel it is. It's one of those T10s or something like that. This is a Jin with the cheap handle, cheap scabbard. It's really nice, but it's not their fancy one. It's got the screw pommel. Here's a Kingston Arms arming sword. Anyways, this is my first longsword, and it's quite a bit longer than the Jin, and it's quite fun. And I was really surprised by handling it and cutting with it. And for only $200, I have a proper longsword, and I feel really good about it. So, my first impression of the sword is, as a newbie, of course I'm not an experienced swords collector. You know, I've got some different stuff up here, but none of it is premium quality performance swords. Everything is kind of on the budget end. And I'm really excited about it. And I think that it's going to be more than my wildest dreams. Also, my targets of selection are pretty much plastic bottles. And that does go to say something, because I know that other targets behave differently. I do have cardboard tubes, and I can probably figure out I got a bunch of newspaper that I collected up. That's the Epoch Times. But for now, I'm just going to worry about some plastic bottles, and I'm just going to think about this longsword, and I'm really happy about it. I mean, I can see where people would say, oh, they want the stiffer one, but I'm actually excited about the slimmer profile blade, the fullered slimmer blade. And it's got to be lighter weight. I mean, maybe not, but it feels really good. The handle surprised me with how good it feels, and it feels like a proper sword. I don't know. I feel really good with it. So there you have it. I'm gonna try to make maybe some cutting videos or something, but not really essential. And my camera's not very good. So, anyways, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents up there that this is my favorite arming sword right now. And if you're familiar with it, then you'll know it's a pretty good sword. This is not the same, but it is acceptable. I wouldn't get rid of it unless I had a much better one. I would keep it until I had a much better one and a much better beater. This is a good beater. I'm just really excited. The steel is good, it's sharp, cuts good. Can't complain about it. It's a two-handed longsword.